Good morning, welcome back. This is going to be the daily reading for Tuesday, August 27th. I don't know what tarot cards I'm using today. I had an upside down schedule and then Spirit literally fixed it for me. How? Well, I got out of the norm time to go to sleep. I was put to sleep, okay? And then I woke up perfectly at 7:30 in the morning. Around 7 in the morning, completely fixed my schedule with a tickle on the nose to go, time to do a reading. And then I got downloads of who is watching, specific person who needs a reading. But let's see. I don't know what deck I'm going to use. Just fast forward. I'm going to take my time. Honestly, I got a Gemini energy. Somebody I don't even know, but like, we'll see. Spirit guides, my spirit guides, please, can we get a reading? You have a message that you want to send out, I'm guessing. So let's get this reading out for whoever needs to hear it for Tuesday, August 27th. All right. What deck do I want to use? I am going to use Spirit. What deck do you want to use? I don't think they really care. Let's try. Do you want to use Line Strider? Spirit guides, do you want to use Line Strider? Line Strider. It's about, being between two worlds. Animal, human, spirit. All right. Yep. Ace of Cups and the Moon. All right. The Moon. Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. If you watch my channel, then you know that I like to get an ace, a 7, a 10, or Judgment or the Sun for a yes. If it's a 10 of Swords, I don't take that one because it's a toxic yes. Hanged Man. It's like I'm waiting. All right, 10 of Cups. Happily ever after. Okay. Spirit, what message is there for whoever needs to hear it for Tuesday, August 27th? I'll read it in general and love kind of way. What messages are there, Spirit? Spirit guides. What messages need to come out today? What do we have? Thank you. Six of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Some kind of news coming in of some kind of like what's the Six of Pentacles? I don't know. I'm not going to say anything right now. I just want to see what else comes out. What's the Six of Pentacles, Spirit? What's the Six of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles. High Priestess. Five of Wands. Well, I'm confused, but I don't care. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to have some coffee. Again, my voice is tired, but my mind is not tired. I'm not going to question Spirit because honestly, this message had to come out for somebody where they literally drained my battery at a weird hour, which usually I'm up because my schedule is upside down. completely fixed my schedule, and then tickled my nose awake like an alarm with the download of there's a specific person that needs a message. So because of that, I'm going to take the message as it comes, and I really don't care one way or another. Okay? That's not to say I don't care about the people watching. I just mean not going to struggle with the message. So I'm asking Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is either some kind of an apology, a message. It's sincere. It's from the heart. It's small. It's not like some big grand gesture. It's like a reaching out. What are they reaching out about? Well, it's heart-centered because it's cups. But the Six of Pentacles is saying there's some kind of way that somebody's trying to Six of Pentacles is about an exchange of energy. And you see here, there's a bird and it's giving and it's looking at this bird and this rat. Right? And what I always say about Six of Pentacles, well, what is known is that when there is this person in the upper hand, this position to be of service, to give, to help, it's an imbalance of power. And also there is, one that they kind of favor more than the other. Here you see there's another bird. They are of the same breed, right? Like they're both birds. And this one's already eating. They already got food. And now this bird is like weighing the scales to see what they want to give to this person. It's really up to this bird. It's not about justice or whatever. Not really, no, because it's their stuff. It's their plenty. It's their abundance, whatever they feel like doing. And there's this rat looking up hopefully. Not very flattering. And anybody who watches my channel knows I detest the Six of Pentacles in a love reading because it's just a friend with benefits, right? And one person cares more than the other. It's a low vibration. And, it's the kind of thing that if it ends up being more, if it ends up being marriage or something, it's literally like, to me, now don't shoot me, but to me, it feels like that's a settling kind of scenario, right? Like, well, I'm tired. I don't want to look around. You've always been around. You wore me down. Let's get together. So whatever that is, that's why I said, what is this? Like, you don't need a romantic message about a Six of Pentacles. Or like, or somebody's apologizing for breadcrumbing you. I don't know. So when I clarify the Six of Pentacles, I got Four of Pentacles, which is somebody who was holding themselves precious, somebody who was closed off, like they call this the Grinch's heart. They're sometimes antisocial. They have good stability in terms of coins, financially, but they are full of themselves a little bit. Like there's a Midas energy to them. If they're in a relationship, they still like have a roaming eye, or they don't trust people. They are used to being used, perhaps, or they like to tell themselves that. Like they lead with that. It's like, I don't like to be used for my money. I don't money. And so they lead with it. Well, they don't talk about their personality. They don't talk about their likes and dislikes. They don't offer anything else to the table except for this kind of secretive energy of, I always get used for my money, right? And it's like, is there anything else about you that's interesting? Like you talk about it, you lead with it. That's all you talk about. What else is there to you, right? And then when people talk about it, because you want to talk about it, this person wants to talk about it, then they're like, oh my God, you're just interested in my money. Like this self-fulfilling prophecy. Like it's just, try not leading with that, right? Whoever this is, this energy. So there's this Four of Pentacles, closed off kind of energy, whatever. High Priestess is saying, this is somebody who's deeply intuitive and psychic. She's got the new moon here, new beginnings. She is this virginal kind of energy. It's colder kind of energy. She's this sign of Virgo. It doesn't matter. The High Priestess comes up when saying trust your intuition in the situation. You know what the right answer is. You know what to do. You know what's up. It also speaks to someone keeping a secret. So here we have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the High Priestess. Underneath that, Five of Wands, insecurity, Four of Cups, overthinking, Ten of Swords, and ending the Tower. I like that Tower. All right, what else? What else do we have? Spirit, what else do we have? Thank you. Three of Cups, Eight of Cups. So this is some kind of like friend circle, social situation. Three of Cups, community, people around you, family, friends. Honestly, this does come up for dating, reconciliations, or going out, partying. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something unfulfilling. It might be walking away from your friend circle. You know, like they're always doing the same thing at the bar, hanging out, or, you know, it's the same old kind of thing. Like you're bored with it. Eight of Cups, I don't know. Eight of Cups is something that's not fulfilling. Maybe the dating life hasn't been fulfilling. Eight of Wands. There's some kind of 8 and 7. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. Page of Wands. A message. This could be a gift, like the wands that she's holding in her hand. Either she... You know, it's funny. This deck, the pages, they're like... The Page of Pentacles is naked. The Page of Wands is naked. The Page of Cups is clothed. I wonder about the Page of Swords. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. There's some kind of message coming in. The Page of Wands could be like a date. Let's go out. Something. Whatever. You might be you reaching out. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's Capricorn. That could be a fire sign. This is a mom energy. That's why she's holding this, like, this rabbit. She's very pretty, this Queen of Pentacles. Mom, wife energy. She's very protective and possessive, too, of what's hers. Queen of Pentacles. So it's like some kind of invitation. The Page of Wands is an invitation or a message. That's what the pages are. If they're not young people, they are relayers of messages. And the Wands is some kind of action, inspiration, idea. The Page of Cups is a message of an emotional nature. Let's see. Three of Wands, waiting, having set something in motion. Something here is a rebirth, a new beginning. Death card. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Death. An end to an old way of being. It's like a huge transformation and change in this person's life. They're waiting for a change. Waiting. Three of Wands. Ask me what this message is, but I hope this makes sense to somebody because... Whatever. What is this? Wheel of Fortune and the Moon. That's nice. That's nice. Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups with the Moon is super psychic and intuitive and moody. But the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon and the Death card, these two are major arcana, and so is the Death. I think arcana is like a... Arcanum is singular and arcana is the multiple version. It's secrets. So these are the major secrets. Death, Wheel of Fortune, the Moon. See, the secrets are hidden knowledge or something. Whatever. Wheel of Fortune is spinning. It's bringing in change. Huge change. Something that's secret that you don't know about yet. Queen of Cups. I'll say it before. I said it already. Like the cover, it's Line Strider's like bookcase, the tarot case. It has this cover on here too. I don't like this Queen of Cups. That's my personal feeling. First of all, I don't find her attractive. Secondly, I think that this fish inside the bowl, it's got this like UFO level seal on there with like bolts. Okay, like that's not cool. And then we've got these jellyfish, which are like, gives me toxic energy. I don't know. I don't like this Queen of Cups. I just don't. But I respect the fact that, it means something to whoever created this deck. Anyways, the Queen of Cups is somebody who feels things deeply, creative, artistic, has good taste, sensitive, emotionally open. When you take the ocean of emotion that the Queen of Cups is with the Moon card, oh my God, it's like, yeah, super. It could be a Pisces, super intuitive, deep feeling. It's like, those people who can like, I just thought of, oh my God, I'm sorry. I need to say, The Handmaid's Tale. The main actress in The Handmaid's Tale where like everything is intense, the Margaret Atwood kind of like that whole series where they look like they can cry any second. Like they're full of emotions every second. Like, I don't know, is that fire energy or is that water energy? Because it's so intense. It's like all the time. Like you're like that all the time. Like, how is that possible? But these two energies together, it's like is that kind of like tumultuous, like full of like emotion, always like over anything. Like, anyways, Wheel of Fortune, big change coming in. What kind of change? Let's see. I'm just gonna put it wherever, okay? So I can like see. We got the Star. Well, I like that. The Star and the Nine of Cups. I really like this. But you're not making a move. It's a new beginning, healing. There's energy and support. Like there's okay. And I feel like once you do this move, once this big change happens, once you take that step, the leap, you find I feel like it's something to do with your career. And then once the career is like popping off, you find your love. Because you got the Star and the wish fulfillment. This is, honestly, it feels like something is secretly in the works. Like somebody might be helping you out. I don't know. Like to give you a leg up, an opportunity. Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, because the energy here is showing somebody who's been thinking a lot. And look at this like smudgy kind of ink stain, watercolor kind of smoky energy. Four of Cups, somebody who's been thinking a lot about past disappointments. It's usually their cup is the Ace of Cups and then the Three of Cups here. Something they walked away from. This is giving the energy of someone who's super antisocial. Super antisocial. Four of Cups. Excuse me, I had some coffee. All right. The Four of Cups is just showing someone thinking about it a lot. Like they're like needing to decompress. Like when you had a really like overwhelming day, except now take that up a notch and make it like a decade. And you're just like pooped. You just need to process everything. And normally your battery might be like supercharged, but here it's showing like there was some dissatisfaction, unsatisfactory, something that was not fulfilling. Okay, with this Three of Cups. And here is the Three of Cups and her cup. She forgets. You're being distracted from your wish fulfillment. There is some kind of distraction. I got this fox energy here with Nine of Wands blocking. It's the wounded warrior. Honestly, if I'm going to say it, I feel like there is some kind of energy here, whether it is you who feels like this or some bad vibes on you that is trying to block and distract you from your purpose. And you have to mind over like bullshit this situation. Like if there's something in your mind that just does not make sense, why you would not be like completely excited and happy about some opportunity, you need to figure out why that is and logically break it down. And then once you're done, find a way to inspire yourself. Because it looks like there's some kind of blockage here to make you distracted. Like look at all the smoky clouds and whatever. Like she is just, it's a distraction. Even down here, 5 of Pentacles. It's a card of lack, bad health, bad finances. This is double Taurus. 5 of Pentacles in the Hierophant. I'm just saying. But there is protection here. There's the bear. You see that? The bear has been a big theme with the readings of protection, divine protection, spirit guides protection. So let's put this here. Again, we see all these wonderful things happening, but the obstacles are this. 5 of Pentacles, the lack of faith. Here she's got crutches, like both speaking to wounds here. But we got right behind this lack of faith, which is funny, right? We got the card of faith. And both of these are Taurus energy. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be relevant. They've got every sign here. But Taurus is about stability, finances, the home, family, all that stuff. Faith, institutions. Wherever there was this blockage to confuse and distract and cause a lack of faith, behind that we see divine protection, big time protection. The Hierophant is the card of faith. The Hierophant is the medium, who speaks the words of God or source or your whatever faith you believe in, the divine. Look, the Chariot. A success. Love. I told you. Once you get through this obstacle and you overcome it, what you don't see coming with the Moon card is the Wheel of Fortune and a huge transformation and change in your life. So we're going to take this and we're going to go Hierophant, Chariot, Love, this Romance, Knight of Cups, 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the Hermit. That's old energy, somebody else. This is coming in. Anything else, Spirit Guides? I'll do 3 shuffles and I'll pull some oracle cards. Honestly, this is not a love reading. It ends up having romance later, but it's not a love reading. I would call this a life reading, a general reading, a spirit reading even. 3. Yeah, Spirit's like, I'm done. Mic drop. We done. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, nice. 9 of Swords, see? 9 of Swords is bad sleep, and it's just funny. Because when you're a tarot reader, Spirit is always like nudging you in certain directions to give you messages like take note of this, take note of that, and then somehow incorporates into your reading. With this 9 of Swords, there's lack of sleep, nightmares, bad vibes, psychic attacks, whatever. I told you, like, I've been busy, and I generally, as a mother, a single mother, I don't sleep much. When I had my daughter, I was breastfeeding for 4 years. I did not sleep for about 4 years and 7 months of sleeping in 2-hour intervals. Because when you're breastfeeding, your body makes you wake up to go pee all the time, right? So for 4 years, plus the 7 months when she was in my belly, because 10 months is how long children are in your belly, at the 3-month-ish kind of point, you start having the constant pees and whatever. So for 4 years and 7 months, I was sleeping in 2-hour intervals. right? I just did not sleep. What I did not know that you could have, just fast forward, okay, to when I move the cards again. I'm just going to talk because I feel like it, because it's my channel. So for 4 years and 7 months, I was, I didn't know your skin could hurt. My skin actually stung. It hurt. I woke up with carpal tunnel like this with my fingers every morning because like it just takes everything out of you. Lack of sleep, giving milk, having mastitis, having what, and still I had a full freaking schedule. School, work, everything. I was exhausted. And then after that, as she got older, around 6 years old, I started sleeping for 5 hours. And that was a big deal, like 4 to 5 hours. And now that she's 12, I sleep for maybe, like today I slept for 7 hours. That's crazy. Unheard of. And I don't do drugs. I don't take medications. I don't do shit. Like I'm very a purist in that way. Like if it ain't broke, I'm not trying to fix it. But for some reason, it's very interesting that for me to sleep so little as I do, because my mind is always going. And even when I sleep, here's the thing with tarot readers, constant visitations, constant downloads, constant things flow. Like I always say, I have a fucking universe swirling over my head at all times where it looks like I'm not doing anything, but it's exhausting. And on Sundays, like it's the worst because Sundays is when everybody's chilling at home. Saturdays is like not that great, but Sundays, I get drained on Sundays because people I have dated or whatever, like when they're thinking about you because they've got no work on Sunday, like, it's just draining. I get tired. Either or the reverse, which is like it's time to sleep and people are thinking great things. And it's like you took 20 caffeine pills and you're high as a kite, even though it's sleepy time. This is what happens when you pick up energy all the time. Anyway, so last night, my schedule was upside down because I just don't care. There's no school. It's just me and my daughter. So we do whatever the fucks we want, right? Like our schedule is whatever it is. And it always kind of shifts a little later, until you're completely like off. At a time when I should have been awake for several more hours, I just got like complete, like unplug, drain, went to sleep. And I'm not fighting this. This is a great time to sleep. And I slept for like 7 hours. And I woke up like, a Disney cartoon with little animals tickling my nose. This is what happened. So here's a 9 of Swords. What was my point? Well, I just felt like talking. And I was talking about this nightmare card. And it makes it less boring for me to do these readings. Anyways, 9 of Swords, nightmare card, bad sleep. And I don't like these foxes, to be honest. They give this like sly kind of whatever energy. And this is the waning moon, which is kind of right what it is right now, which is speaking to almost the end of this moon, right? End of this cycle, which is nice. I like that. King of Pentacles is financial stability. 10 of Pentacles, yes. Yes, we like ye. All right. Now, because it says not a love reading, I'll still pull you two cards. I'm not using Romance Angels for a minute, okay? Let's pull a Whispers of Love and a Journey of Love. Spirit guides, what love messages are there? What love messages are there for whoever needs to hear it? What love messages are there? Thank you. Be authentic to who you are. You're asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Be yourself. You're saying you are a swan. Don't try to be a chicken or a duck. I tell my daughter that all the time. I'm like, stop trying to fit in. You're a swan. You're different. You're trying to fit in and be a chicken. Whatever. Be who you are. I'm just telling you, like, I'm not trying to say anything else except for that is how I resonate with this card. So it's me doing the reading. Somebody was trying to fit in and make yourself small. So don't do that. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. Okay. Let's get a Journey of Love by Alana Fairchild. Honestly, this is the bombest, bestest, deepest love oracle cards. Burning Hero, Dream a Little, The Void, and the Pearl Threaded. Spirit guides, this is a lot. It's a lot. Can we get one card? If you give me those three again, I'll read every single one. Even the Pearl Threaded. And I'm not even whining. I just don't want it to be like a fake flop, or just a passing thing. Can we get the message for this reading for whoever needs to hear it, or whatever you think is best, Spirit? Sorry. It's just that each card is super long. Honestly, I don't even like hearing myself read for 6 hours. And it's impossible to memorize every card of every oracle deck. Okay. Thank you. Beauty. Well, that's nice. Beauty. And the Woman of Light. We know what the Woman of Light is. Okay. Let's use this Scolasite. Beauty. Number 58. I'm going to have some coffee. 1 second. Beauty. To celebrate the divine feminine is to honor her beauty, her endless bounty and abundant creativity. You are a vehicle of her beauty. This is radiance that has nothing to do with soul-destroying cultural stereotypes based on physical appearances. It is the radiance that comes from feeling beautiful within, of allowing all that you are to shine through you and be witnessed in the world. You are being asked to let the inner beauty become one with your physical self. Isn't that what we got yesterday with the Muse of I Am? It's like the physical thing was last. All the inner work was done first. The physical was done last. So here it's saying the same thing, which is saying, it is the radiance that comes from feeling beautiful within, of allowing all that you are to shine through you and be witnessed in the world. You are being asked to let the inner beauty become one with your physical self. You don't have to change the way you look to become more of the divine beauty that you are. You just need to change the way you look at yourself. Behold the divine within you. You are in the process of healing past wounds about your appearance, your body, and your sexuality, finding purity in all of yourself, and becoming ready to share that with others in a deeper and more open way, without shame or self-criticism. Take your time and fall in love with what you are. Then you can become not the victim of others' own projected shame, but the love necessary for the shame of the world to heal. This oracle indicates a significant change in self-perception taking place within you, an ability to love and accept yourself more completely than you ever have before, quite simply because you have grown, and there is more divinity awakened in your heart than ever before. The nature of the divine is love, and you are realizing that you don't have to change to be beautiful. Allow this development to grow swiftly and embrace your uniqueness. Beloved, you are an exquisite flower in the heavenly garden. And then the poem says, how many times I've looked in your eyes and sailed away beyond my dreams to a sheltered thought on a quiet beach where the sand is soft as flour. You may never know this place, and someday when you look in my eyes, I will tell you. It's saying that when the inner matches the outer, it's time for the outer to match the inner. And also, You don't have to change your appearance. We all know that if you have been out of shape and you exercise and you change your diet and you're having a physical change, it feels great. It's empowering. It feels fantastic. Clothes fit better. There's less time to fuss about what you look like before you step out the door, especially if you're a mother. It saves so much time and stress, and it just makes you just chill. You can enjoy things more. Anyways, having said that, some of you may not give a shit. You might just be confident, right? Like, because you're enjoying where you are in life. You're a foodie. You like to, enjoy things where you're confident, where you can be completely present and engage, and you don't feel like that about yourself, right? You don't care. You're at a point in your life where you can eat a few extra pastries and do your little gardening and whatever and enjoy all the cute little things that you have and have a great life and travel and do whatever. That's great too. Like some people, I always say, have fantastic body image. They could be thick, they could be bigger, it's a confidence, the way they dress, the way they present themselves. And some people could be like super fit and so insecure. So here's saying the inner matching the outer. And this is also speaking to a vanity smurf, because like it's saying like a lot of shame talk about how you look. Outer matching, it's saying beauty, right? And being in some kind of position now to be able to share what you look like. Honestly, it's giving this vibe of either somebody who has, or both, leveled up internally, where, they can enjoy wearing the clothes they want, dressing flamboyantly or whatever, just enjoying themselves, or somebody who's changed their diet, worked out, looking good. There's some kind of confidence boost here with your appearance. Woman of Light, 49, that they're saying can be beneficial to others to witness. Okay, pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, to my pleasure as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. I come to you now. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one and the awakener. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, either within your own self as part of your spiritual destiny or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. I feel like that's that Six of Pentacles. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones but loving devotion so that you may serve the awakening of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. Take delight. And the poem says, I asked God for a deepening of my love without realizing that the deeper I was willing to go, the more it involved letting go of any part of myself that wanted to love and still be safe. In surrender to the possible lay the greatest potential for love. At levels before unknown, like a cistern that holds the nectar of life and gives its precious liquid, only to be filled again with nature's flow. Such knowingness is a gift, for if you can embrace the blessing, you can live without question, relaxing and replenishing, with each breath, with each kiss, always whole. There is a big message here of saying there's some kind of physical change. There is obstacles in the sense of self-doubt from jealousy and psychic attacks and bad wishes from other people. And it's saying that it is there to distract and block. The Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands. It is there to distract you from your purpose. That's Four of Cups. Because you walked away from something, some way of being that was unfulfilling, that had to do with others or the people around you. The Nine of Wands is saying perhaps they have been hurt. I just got butt hurt. I don't know. Sometimes they've been hurt. Sometimes, maybe they're, angry that you walked away, or that, it was easy for you to walk away. They're still upset. There's this blocking energy, right? So proceed with love, peace in your heart. And it's saying you really do have a glow up. With the beauty card, like, we cannot ignore the fact that it is saying beauty. And we see that there is obstacles, that we see major star power energy here, wish fulfillment. But this is like showing the energy of the darkness, the unknown with the moon card. There's a huge change going on. You don't see it. A huge level up, Wheel of Fortune, but you don't see it. It's secret. You have to push through the obstacles, and then you get the Hierophant, the Chariot, the Love. Once you get over this lack mentality, this fear, scarcity mindset, that it feels like it's not even you, like it's being put on you to block you. There's this saying, I think it was the Karmapa who said it, like, obstacles are a sign of success. And then, the other saying, new level, new devil. Every time you're about to push through a new level, trust and believe there will be obstacles. Just like the Buddha, when the Buddha was about to become enlightened, Maya, the god of illusions, went full blast attacking and throwing every type of temptation and distraction or attack at the Buddha before he became awakened and enlightened. So it's that kind of energy where there is a huge level up. You have to push through the distraction. All right. And level up sounds so like vague, but it's like some kind of major success and growth. I'm going to use a yogic path because I feel like this is a spiritual reading. I might use all the goddess cards. I missed the Sunday read. This is not a love reading, but the love comes in after your career. It's to do with your career, your life purpose. Once that takes off, the love comes in. The relationship comes in, and it's something to do with being seen. Once you're seen. You know that saying when, like, be as weird as you want? Because those people who are like you, you'll find like-minded people, and everybody else who's not like you, they leave. It's a great way to filter out the people quickly. Instead of trying to fit in with the be authentic to who you are, instead of trying to be a duck when you're a swan, or a chicken when you're a swan. It's like the ugly duckling. Yeah, it's like the ugly duckling with the beauty and the be authentic with the swan. Spirit guides, what message is there for this reading to clarify, please? What messages do you have for us? Guys, what message is there? Okay, well, I'm getting the call to use the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power cards. My eyes keep getting drawn to it. This is a heavy deck, but it wants to be used because Spirit keeps throwing my eyes there. All right, let's see what we get. Spirit guides, what do we have to clarify this reading? I took it as you want to use this deck. Are there messages from this deck? We get some spiritual guidance. Is there a message from this deck? Yes, no, maybe so. Are we being interfered with? I don't know. What is going on? Maybe this is not the deck either. I'll do 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, sorry. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so, like, shall I use Ganesh then? I'm just going through the oracle decks of, like, spiritual decks. Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesh, do you have a message for us for this reading, to clarify this reading? Like, Spirit's deep in thought, like, come on, you can do it. Get the right deck. I'm like, I really don't know. Oh. On the bottom, we have reflection. Personal transformation. Yep, we know this. We saw it. Belonging. Is that why you're trying to fit in? Belonging. Personal transformation. Belonging. And then the secret hidden one. I think this was hidden too. I think personal transformation was the only one flipped over. Then we got one, that mystery card. Spiritual quest. I told you it's a spiritual reading. But these are really long. And Ganesha, I know. I'm just going to ask for one. I'm just asking for one. I'm going to be that jerk who asks for one card. Can we get one card? And I'm sorry if that was the right message. You guys can Google it. It's personal transformation, spiritual quest, and belonging. This is the deck. For the sake of this reading, we're at 47 minutes, and each card is long. Spirit guides, what do we have? I'm just not feeling like this is right. Spirit guides. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Be candid. Divine support. Now, do I take it? Okay, I'll just take be candid. Because it flew out on the 3rd, I have to take it. 25 it is, 1 card. This is heart chakra. Green. 25. It's essential to express your truth, even at the risk of standing out. Yeah. Again, speaking to that belonging energy or not trying to fit in. The situation is at hand is asking you to express your thoughts. In the past, you've tried to maintain peace by staying quiet or swallowing your words. Have faith that open and honest communication can bring resolution to the situation. If you're not sure where you stand, ask. Since this card is about communication, it may indicate someone's words have created a moment of clarity. Be willing to communicate your concerns clearly. Throat chakra. Okay. And so on. So it's speaking to be candid and good communication. I think I know why the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power wasn't working. I had one of the goddesses up here on my stand, and it wasn't included. I'll just give it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I'm going to take that away. I'm not going to fight this. Honestly, I'm not feeling these cards. Let's get a crystal card. I'm not feeling like Ganesh will always work because Ganesh is always there. He's so active. But I feel like it's not the right deck. Maybe it's saying to go lighter. Okay, anything else? Let's get more like Maybe the healer. Healer, communication again. Be candid. The way you communicate, listen to people. Don't just wait to talk. Be an effective listener as well as a talker. I think this one wants to play Love Your Inner Goddess. Let's see. Spirit guys, is there a message for today? For this reading? I wanted to use these spirit. I'll use a goddess deck. Thank you. I love this. Tribe of the kindred. I carry your heart. I carry it in mine. I was on this energy yesterday. I was looking up like pictures for kindred spirits. And it was saying all this stuff about people that empower you and you feel supported by. You don't even have to know them, but it's this like-minded way of being. They're in the same vibration as you. That's a kindred spirit. Somebody that you don't leave feeling drained. You always feel stronger, more empowered. This is a kindred spirit. And it's not like a toxic kindred spirit where you get together to talk shit over tea for 6 hours and cackle like witches. Not like that. The kind of kindred spirit where it fills up your well. Because in a good way. You know, like especially with Woman of Light, Beauty, Healer, all of these kind of cards, somebody who doesn't fit in, somebody who has tried in the past to stay silent, to not rock the boat, to try to fit in and be something that they're not, like dimming their own light. This is where you are finding your tribe. Remember I was saying, like, just be as weird as you are so that the people who are not like you can leave. And then you can filter it out quickly and find the ones who are like you. Tribe of the kindred. On the bottom, Mermaid Soul. It says, love is not blind. It only sees what matters. Oh, snap. That's a good one. Yeah, love is not blind. It's like this beauty card. It's perfectly with this beauty. It matters what you look like and how you present yourself. It matters. But what does it say? Love is not blind. It only sees what matters. Right. It's your confidence, how you present yourself, all of it. I like it. Let's use this little scolecite. 10. Tribe of the kindred. I like this. It says in a reading, home is where the heart is. Give your heart permission to reveal to you the people, places, and activities that feel like home for you. You're in a phase of transition in your life, casting off that which is not true to your heart in favor of that which really feels like it belongs in your world. Sometimes a mind resists, thinking that if we let go of too much, we'll be left with nothing, and that it's better to hold on even if something isn't right. This prevents you from being able to find your way home. It's safe to trust your heart as it attracts into your world that which is truly meant for you. And then there's a spiritual guidance. Like, it's quite long though, okay? So I'm not going to read that. Let's go to 33. Mermaid Soul. In a reading, deep within you, you know that what excites and inspires you. Your job isn't to decide whether that inspiration is practical, realistic, or even possible. Human beings have been shown throughout history that the ideas which they once scoffed at as being ridiculous or impossible to achieve can become the realities that they rely upon and take for granted as a natural part of their daily lives not long afterwards. You too shall move from doubt to wondering how you ever lived without this passion, idea, or inspiration of yours. Let the universe show off its creative flair for the unexpected and inspirational through you. Do not give up on what truly moves and inspires your heart, for soon enough, it will be part of your world. is the same thing. It's saying push through the self-doubt. Because there's going to be everything that comes in afterwards, after you do. Let's see. I'm going to pull a goddess card, and since we're already at 55 minutes, we're going to end it there. I think that's fair. I think that's fine. We already got the crystals. I'm going to pull a Divine Feminine Oracle card. Maybe an African Goddess Rising too, both of them, because the African Goddess Rising is so powerful but quick and gets to the point, but it's potent. This is by Megan Watterson. I love this deck. I love it. I love the card quality, all of it. Beautiful goddesses, saints, ascended masters, dakinis, angels, saints, archangels, dharma protectors, spirit guides, ancestors. What message is there? What message is there to clarify this? What message is there? Because we see woman of light. Let's see what message, what guidance is there? What do we have? What spiritual guidance is there, please? Thank you. We have 3. I'm gonna reshuffle. Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Aquilanda, the goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. Yeah, this is a card we're saying like she's never not broken. So you can't break her because she's never not broken. And she chooses only to become more love. Everything happens for her liberation. Liberation meaning freedom, enlightenment. All right. Rita of Kasha, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. And then Sarada Devi, the divine mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. And she was a huge disciple or devotee of the goddess Kali. All right, so let's try this again one more time. Spirit guides, is there one message that needs to come out? Thank you. See? Kali. Thank you. Saint Bridget is on the bottom. Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. See, this one's poking out again. Sarada Devi. Do you see? Do you see how it's poking out? And I said to you, she was a huge devotee of Kali. So I'll read it again. I'll just kind of go through these. Okay. So I'm going to put this one, this goddess Kali here. You know Kali is the goddess of destruction. She's enlightened feminine energy. She will break down. It's like the Tower card. Whatever's not meant for your highest good, whatever's not on solid ground, firm foundation, she's going to break down what is no longer in your highest good, meaning, oh, shoot, this came out. Once she does, you might feel like it's the end of the world, but then you feel great and you're liberated because you could start fresh. Ganesh over here. Goddess Kali over here. And we go like this. All right. Kali. This is the deck. They're not in alphabetical order. They're kind of grouped together by where they come from. So God 64. Kali. Now there is a who she is and when your soul selects her card. So I'm going to go to when your soul selects her card. Kali is as subtle as a sledgehammer. She shows up to strip us of what no longer serves us. And that sounds good in theory, but in practice it can feel as if the ground beneath us has turned to sand. All those illusions about ourselves, especially what we think we're capable of, suddenly dissolve beneath us. When Kali sweeps in, we can easily slip into feeling like a victim. It can feel as though events are happening to us rather than for us. Kali doesn't want us to waste another precious second being someone we are not. She doesn't want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with the respect and love we need to do the light work we've come here to do. Kali wants to sever the ties our ego has made out of fear or out of a false belief that we don't deserve better or more. She wants us to get terrifyingly real. She wants us to reckon with the fact that we are not here to please others or to make them proud. We are here to listen to the singular call of our own soul. Kali is the harbinger of having entered Kairos, soul time. And stripping the ego to reveal the soul can feel raw and often heartbreaking. But ultimately, Kali has come out of fierce love for the truth of who we really are. She is giving us the opportunity to choose again, to start over, and this time, from a place of tremendous wisdom and strength, our vulnerability, she lets us begin again from the bare bones truth of who we are. Soul voice meditation. What is falling away from my life right now that no longer serves me? Now let's go to Sarada Devi, page 92. So we are here. So into a little bit, Sarada Devi was born in Jairambati, India in 1853 to poor Brahmin parents. Brahmin is the priestly caste in India. As a little girl, she worshipped a clay figurine of the goddess Kali, meditated, and began to have visions. At age 5, she was betrothed to the priest of the Dakshinawar Kali temple, a beloved mystic named Ramakrishna. 10 years later, she joined him at the temple, and they began their lifelong spiritual marriage together. Okay, so then it goes on about that, but when your soul selects her card, Sarada Devi loved all her disciples unconditionally and equally. In her teachings, she emphasized that there is no such thing as a stranger. She encouraged her devotees to understand that everyone we meet is actually a part of us and is connected to us, and that if we want to experience true peace, we need to own the fault and judgment that we project onto others. We need to see our own faults and forgive them with love. Sarada Devi whispers gently to us, "No one is a stranger, my child. This whole world is your own." So if something keeps showing up in the people we meet and in the relationships we are cultivating, Sarada asks us to meet them from within us, meaning the aspects of this other person, in quotes, other, that might be causing us pain or frustration or just plain aversion. These same aspects exist within us. Unless we are willing to really meet with these aspects within us, the universe will keep presenting them to us in our relationships. And it's not to piss us off, it's to free us. It's out of deep love for us to fully heal. The goal here is for us to love ourselves fiercely from within without judgment or shame for where we are in the moment. The goal is to let us mother ourselves with unconditional love. That's the only love that will quiet those harsh, critical voices within us. So we can stop wasting our time mired in judgment of others or ourselves and get on with being the perfectly imperfect light that we are. Soul voice meditation. What am I currently judging or criticizing about myself? Intention. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. And then Saint Bridget. Saint Bridget is page 166. She's from Ireland. And she shares the name of the Celtic goddess Bridget and took on many of the same attributes. St. Bridget's feast day is on Imbolc, the first day of February, which is also the day that the goddess Bridget is honored. Okay, so when your soul selects her card, St. Bridget lived in alignment with the highest, most exalted aspect of her being. She was born a slave, and yet legend relates that she gave away anything she possibly could to help those in need. Her generosity was an indication of the tremendous inner wealth she received from her connection to spirit. Her message to us is to reconnect to that inner fire, that eternal flame that feeds us more than anything external to us ever could. read poetry, or whatever feels like sacred scripture to your soul. Let your soul voice surface through some uncensored automatic writing, or let your soul guide your body through movement. Your answers right now are in releasing any attachments to personal possessions, clearing space, uncluttering your home, giving away what you don't need or someone needs more than you do. So that you have the sacred space to remember just how much you have when your soul is loud and ever present within you. Soul voice meditation. What can I clear out of my space that no longer resonates with me? Intention. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. I like that. All right. Let us pull the African Goddess Rising and we'll end it there. Beautiful Goddess. This is by Abiola Abrams. African Goddess Rising by Abiola Abrams. Beautiful Goddesses, what messages are there? Is there a message for today? Final card. Spiritual guidance, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. Marie Laveau. Good juju. This is somebody who does good work. Now, where can I put Goddess Marie Laveau? There's no space there. Let's try over. Can you see her here? Yep. So let's put Goddess Marie Laveau over here. And we'll put the crystal over here. And on the bottom, we have Aunt Nancy. Betrayal. Why is this crooked? Okay. Yeah, there's some kind of... I'll read it, though. I'm not going to give it full energy, but I'll read it. Marie Laveau. These are quick. Page 7. Goddess of good juju from New Orleans. Temple ancestors. Element is fire. Great ancestress Marie Laveau was a larger-than-life New Orleans voodoo yen, a successful spiritpreneur, and the famous voodoo queen, in quotes, first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. Marie Laveau's guidance. Great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. Embodiment. This is a time of increase for you. You are heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is the goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. Goddess declaration, all I do is win. Well done. Beautiful. Thank you, Goddess Marie Laveau. Great message. You know, it's like that song, All I Do Is Win. Anyways, I don't even know who that's by. Aunt Nancy, Betrayal, 20. Let's read this one. Shadow of Betrayal, Diaspora / Akan. Temple Shadows, Element Air. Anansi or Kwaku Anans, the Akan trickster, god and sacred clown, snuck into our global folktales. While Gula Geechee children heard tales of Aunt Nancy, the tricky spider woman, my Guyanese parents entertained us with Nancy stories, in quotes, about a witty teen spider. Aunt Nancy's shadow guidance. Who really betrayed you? Betrayals from others mirrors you betraying yourself. Yup. Embodiment. It's like, yup. Embodiment. Betrayal is a web that disrupts everything you thought you knew. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust, but without trust, your relationships are a lie. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and thrive. The real question, how have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? Goddess declaration, I am willing to know the truth. So it's saying here, the betrayals that you do to yourself is when you don't use good discernment in your relationships. And everybody pays when you don't use good discernment. I'm paying. It is what happens. Got to be careful and use good judgment before you jump into something. Right? You don't want to be in that 7 of Cups energy where all of a sudden you get options, especially with this glow up, with the beauty card and, stop hiding, be who you are, the star, the 9 of Cups. It's giving the Seven of Cups vibe a little bit, not strong, but a little bit of be very careful. When, you get like this huge, now formulate your thoughts, please. Okay. What I mean is, it's saying here that once the clouds have been, speaking of which, I want to use Lenormand. Once the clouds have been, dispersed or cleared away, and the option, like you get onto your career, your life purpose. Once that is done, because you have a glow up with the beauty and everything, saying once that's done, love comes in. Opportunities in romance and love come in as well. And if you don't use good discernment, right, like vet these people this time, you're going to end up just adding to your stalker list and troubles. With, like, that it was a quote by Nietzsche. I saw it somewhere. Something like, oh no, was it? Or is it somebody else? I don't know. It was saying something like, I despise when people take my privacy, or, take my privacy without offering any kind of company. Something along those lines. Like, when you have to be around people, but they're absolutely useless. Like, they contribute nothing to the conversation. You're not kindred spirits and nothing. Like, you guys just don't vibe. You're going to be in that kind of situation, just wasting time. All right. Because I just spoke of that, I'm just going to pull some of these. Is this Lenormand or Kipper? I don't know. Ooh, there's a lot. Hope, reunion, faithfulness, despair, old woman, priest, soldier, love. Okay. In love, there is somebody who's still hoping for a reunion, right? The dog is faithful because, dog is man's best friend. The dog is a friend who is loyal, stable, always there on your team. Faithfulness. Somebody is very sad. Okay, they're in despair. Old woman. This could be a mom figure. Priest, religion, spirituality somehow being an issue. Soldier. Soldier it gives me either, depending on the other cards, whether it's protection or an attack, right? It depends. But here it's saying love. Journey, there could be distance. Okay, so we got some love cards there. Let's use this one now. What do we have, Spirit Guides? Any messages? Thank you, Goddess Marie Laveau. Thank you, Goddess Nancy. That was great. Those great messages. Thank you, Goddess Kali, Sarada Devi, St. Bridget, Ganesh. I could really do for a Kali moment. I really could. I could have like several Kali moments. I welcome it. Okay. With the bear, use your head before you speak. Careless words can make jealous people weak. Now the bear is protection. Love. Uh-oh. Okay, so you will soon see a man. This is the garden's plan. Another thing's for sure, happiness is in store. So be careful with this because it feels like there is somebody whose love interest is the heart brings happiness, harmony, and blessedness for lovers and the joy that they profess. But then you got the fox. The fox is always in flight. If you want to find a friend, you must avoid betrayal. Avoid the game of pretend. So here's the fox has already gotten the hen, right? It feels like you see the distance with this bear and the heart, right? It's like they could get jealous over some connection with some liar, okay, who's pretending that they've got some in with you that they don't have. There's something here with a betrayal with somebody. It feels like there's love here, but there's two people. One is worthwhile, one is not. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. That's your reading. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.